a.m. We're going to be live streaming on Twitch, whatever that is, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Also available in podcast form. We'll cover different industry topics, product reviews, and completely unrelated topics that we enjoy or find interesting. Please interact with us through the show and participate in anything we are doing. Questions are welcome. If joining us from Instagram, you won't be able to see everything that we're doing on screen. More of a live view as we do the show. So
yeah, Instagram, it's on my phone over here just as a added form, but you don't get to see everything that we're gonna put up on the on screen that we're streaming and all that stuff. So, but we've just got that over there so it can be on Instagram. So we'll start each show off with an opening question about all different kinds of stuff. So this first opening question to get us going is do you believe in aliens? Why or why not?
I do not believe in aliens. I don't know. I think there's a lot of aliens on this earth, but I don't really think that there's people floating around out there in spaceships.
The whole universe. You don't think there's aliens?
No. It's a question.
Well, that's an alien.
I don't think there is. Stars.
I think there definitely is. I just think the question is what they're gonna do, or what their intentions are whenever that happens. They're gonna just blow us up or what? But I think there's definitely aliens out there.
I think I have to apologize. I'm dealing with an issue here, and I've got
a little bit more. We'll get a little bit more engagement going forward, but we'll hop into our first segment where we're going to do product reviews. I think it's going to be important for us to start this one off with something that we've been dealing with a lot lately when it comes to t-shirts and different kinds of materials and things like that. So we're just going to kind of go over so people understand what it is when we ask what they want. We typically deal with like 4 different kinds of t-shirts. We've got 100% cotton. We've got 100% ring spun cotton, which is different. 50-50 blends and tri-blends. So I think the biggest thing is the misconception with 100% cotton. Everyone thinks that it's this thick, stiff, uncomfortable shirt, which it can be with the wrong brand and if it's 100% cotton. But when you look at 100% ring spun cotton, it's completely different. That's actually what I prefer to wear all the time is 100% ring spun cotton, which is brands like Bell & Canvas, American Apparel. Those are the 2 that we use most of the time. And I know there's probably going to be other screen printers or shops that watch this and have their own ideas and input, and we'll definitely welcome any other input towards this stuff that we put out. But as far as the 200% cotton shirts go, the ring spun cotton, especially from Bell & Canvas, it's it's made a little bit bigger. That way when you wash it and it does shrink, it kind of fits the right size. It's super soft. You can do way more to it, but it does cost a little bit. Stuff that you just need to get as cheap as possible. It's not going to be something that you want for quality. So. Actually,
there is applications for it that are necessary though. Like in the construction world, if you're an electrician, they can't wear a 50-50 blend because the poly is flammable, where 100% cotton isn't. So they can't take that chance. Welders throw beyond promotional shirts or whatever. So
and to that point, when people come in and you want to get shirts and you want to get quotes, it's important for us to know what you need them for that very reason, because you can get a quote from us, you can get a quote from someone else, but if you're not comparing apples to apples, it doesn't matter. If we quote you 100% ring spun cotton, which is a nicer shirt, and then you go to someone else in town and you price a 50-50 blend and theirs is cheaper, it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be cheaper, but it's not going to be as high quality a shirt. So when you come in, when you get quotes, it's important to kind of let us know what you need the shirt for, what you're wanting to get out of the shirt, and then we can point you in the right direction. And something I also try and do when we quote stuff is explain, like, this is this price for this particular shirt. If you're looking for something cheaper, there's other stuff that's not as high quality, but it gets the price down. So your 100% cotton and your 50-50, those are going to be the two cheapest, but you kind of sacrifice a little bit of the quality. Then you've got your 100% ring spun cotton, which is just a little bit more expensive, but you can do a lot more stuff with 100% cotton as far as print goes. And then you've got your tri-blends, which everyone refers to that as homage shirts or the super soft shirts, or that's your tri-blend shirt, which that's a makeup of cotton, polyester, and rayon. Those are extremely soft. And comfortable. But you're also limited to what you can do design-wise with it. So, from a decoration standpoint, those tri-blend shirts, they're way more difficult to work with because they don't deal with heat well. There's just a lot that goes into it, and they're for a specific thing. You don't want to get a tri-blend shirt for your football team's camp stuff.
No.
That's not what you want to do. It's more for, I think they're really good for vintage looks. Not that you can't do other stuff on it, but that's what they're for. There's different shirts for all these different needs, and it's important when you come in or wherever you go to get a quote to explain what you need the shirt for and what you want to get out of the shirt so we can quote you the right thing. It's not just as simple as walking in and, hey, I need some t-shirts, and then we just kind of toss you whatever we want. And I know that's what happens a lot of times, but I think one thing we want to get from this show is to educate people a little bit about the process and what goes into everything, because it's important when it comes to shirts. It's important to know what you need them for, and all that stuff. So Harley,
don't forget too. If you put it on an event or you got something going on and you walk in and you say, hey, what's the cheapest t-shirt I can get for this? Well, keep in mind, if you're going to the trouble of putting on an event, chances are you want people to wear that shirt for years to come. And they're not going to wear a shirt that's not comfortable. They're not going to wear a shirt that has heavy print on it or anything else. So if it's something where you really need to get your name out there, or you want your calls or whatever the case may be to be noticed and people to wear your stuff, then you've got to make sure that you're buying something that's comfortable and is you got quality print on it. So
yeah, and to that, you're just talking a dollar or two more at most.
Right.
For the most part, there's a lot of things that play into that, but that's you're not looking at a whole big price difference to get a better quality shirt. So I think with that,
cheap ain't best. Man.
Cheap is not best. So that's what it comes down to. We send out quotes, and I guess something I want people to know when it comes down to shirts. Because we'll send out quotes for people that want multicolor prints on the front and back, and that's expensive. There's a lot of work that goes into that. There's a lot of material that goes into that, and you got to understand that when you get those quotes, it all comes down to colors and shirt material and things like that, but you're going to pay for what you get.
Right.
So
Exactly.
with that, we'll move on, and we're going to we'll play you our commercial for our business. So Mile Tree Screen Printing.
Mile Tree is a full-service screen printing and embroidery shop that has been serving Southern Ohio since 1987. When you are in need of apparel for your business, school, or event, your first call should be to our team of branding experts who are here to bring your visions to reality. Our goal is to help you grow your brand while making you look great. For more information, visit our website www.mtscreenprint.com and get your free quote today.
So next thing we're gonna hop into, we'll do a segment with industry news, and this is an important one because it's tough to keep telling people at this point, almost a year in, that there are stocking issues with stuff, and almost everyone's been pretty understanding of the issues, and it's not anything that we can control or help to fix. There's not much that we can do, which is important with baseball coming up, Little League stuff, for all these Little League coaches that want to wait till the last second to get your stuff in to make sure that you're going to actually have a season. If you wait very much longer, you're not going to be able to get anything.
Yep.
So our Holloway rep, Augusta, whatever else it is, I forget what all they've got now. He was in here on Pacific last week and explained some of the issues as far as getting stock in here. The biggest thing is that all the stuff is out sitting off the coast in California or wherever the docks are, in shipping containers, and due to COVID and the restrictions and people being sick, they can't get those containers unloaded. So the product is here, it's just sitting in these containers. The other thing that they're running into is that the other product that's done, that's sitting in the warehouses in the different countries, can't go anywhere because the shipping containers are still sitting there off the coast, and there's a shortage of those. So they've got all that done, but they can't even get the product loaded onto the containers to get the containers to us.
Right.
And then once they're here, they still can't get them to us. So, it's really hard to tell, and I know some of these vendors are really pushing their back order dates back to, some of them are May, June, July.
I've seen them as far out as July. And that'll get worse.
And there's just nothing we can do about that at this point.
When your favorite hoodie, your favorite jersey hoodie's not available, you want to either have to stuff, which some of those are out to August now. But sewing, then you have the shipping crisis fall into place. Now you have the lack of ability to ship because you don't have the containers, and you've got a whole bunch of people out here trying to buy stuff. So there's things I've been watching every day for 2 months now, and because we got to have it for an order, and the back order date keeps getting pushed back and pushed back. So keep that in mind. Plan ahead. Be ready to adjust, and we'll do the best we can with you, and we'll educate you and help you pick something or find the best part we can for you. But
yeah, and like I said, everyone's been pretty understanding because it's not just this industry; it's everything.
It's every industry. Can't buy a washer or dryer or refrigerator right now, hardly.
And it's our job to just explain to you when you come in that hey, and sometimes it even has to be different styles, and sometimes we get lucky. But we'll try and keep everyone updated with that as we go. But that's been our biggest issue, and then getting stuff here because shipping still isn't all completely straightened out. Everything was delayed beforehand with Christmas and all that stuff, and then you still had all the COVID issues, and now we're still having some issues even just getting stuff here. But it's just part of it. So we try and adapt and explain to customers the best we can what's going on and what we've got to do to get their orders to them.
Plan ahead.
Yeah, plan ahead. Don't wait, or else you're going to be caught, and we're not going to be able to help you.
You might have to pick a new favorite color or something.
Yeah, yeah. So, form, and I have not used it as much as my dad has, but we use Audible to do our podcasts. So, Anchor. Why did I put right now Audible?
I use Anchor.
Yeah, wow. So that's great. I just say the wrong thing. I have no idea why I even wrote that down, but that's kind of on you too because you didn't even catch that in my notes. So Anchor is who we use for our podcast. Audible is, I don't even know what Audible is.
I just thought you meant you were going to do it and Audible. You were going to speak a sponsorship ad.
No, I have no idea what that is. I've got no idea. I'm sure I've seen it somewhere, which is why I wrote it down. But Anchor is what we use for our podcast. So
Anchor's a great format for people. Whether you're super experienced with doing a podcast or you're like me and you have no abilities with technology or anything else, but it puts it on all the different formats
by Spotify, which I just realized because. As I even said the wrong name, it's literally up on my screen, Anchor, recording the podcast, and I still couldn't get it right.
But it's really easy to use. It allows you to do commercials. You can actually get paid for your commercials, and you can break your segments up, insert music. Trust me, man, if I can figure it out, anybody can figure it out. If you want to get your story out, your news out, your thoughts and whatever, hook up with Anchor. You'll enjoy it. It's fun. I'm gonna do one later today.
Yeah, Anchor, not Audible.
Anchor, not Audible.
So, with that, one thing that we're gonna do every other week on the show is behind my dad. There is a
wrestling belt,
if you want to call it that. It's more of a art form, but I know I don't think anyone was on it anyways except for Brian. The belt is going to be defended. We won't film. We'll have a number one contenders match for the time that we waste time during work doing this. It's all done after work hours or over the weekend, so I don't want anyone doing work. And so with that, we will play you the inaugural championship match for our BullShirt'n title. And I did screw up the segment explaining what the belt was because I didn't even say it was a belt. I just said we're going to defend the title.
Yeah, it's an actual wrestling belt.
It is. It's about as real as what we can get. That's reasonable. We play this video. I want to put out there a little disclaimer that I was cheated.
He wasn't cheated.
So I just want to get that out there. Win or lose, I still got cheated. And with that, we'll go ahead and play the video. It's just under 4 minutes. What we're going to do in BullShirt'n show is every other week we're going to defend our undisputed galactic BullShirt'n champion. Every other week is what we're going to do on each show. So we're about to start our first championship match, which I'm going to win. We'll see.
Come take my hand and see the world around you. The time is right, just let the lights surround you. And step by step you feel it coming alive. The feeling deep down inside and you've got nothing to hide. To reach the top you've gotta keep on moving. Don't let it stop, just gotta keep on moving. I know you're doing your best, you're stepping up from the rest. Just keep on passing the test. And then you gotta climb higher. Climb higher. never start the chain reaction. Let's make it better, feel the satisfaction. And at the end of the day, no one can stand in your way. Just listen, hear what I say. You know you gotta climb higher. Climb higher. Let the fire burn brighter. Be stronger.
It's just an entertainment form. So, at any rate, Nick won. I don't really want to give him all the credit because he did have a lot of help from the refs, which there's plenty of video evidence, and it's okay because it's just going to set up a storyline down the road, as wrestling is. But then I also guess I need to point out that we have the number one contenders match done, and I lost that too.
To me.
So,
see, they didn't even really want me to compete because they know that they can't compete with me.
so I'm just buying my time. I just wanted to give you guys the spotlight to start off with, and then I'll come in and take it, and I'll hold it
He's
for a
balled
while.
his time all the way back down to the big referee.
So I hope you guys enjoy that kind of stuff. Like I said, it's something we're gonna do not every week, but every other week. Just something fun. So, with that, we're coming up towards the end of the show. I want to point out some stuff. This sweatshirt that I'm wearing, it's going to be available on our website, and then we'll have some merch in a couple different other places, and we're going to just add to that stuff as we go for the show. You can also find stuff. There's a stuffed llama behind me that has a hat on it. It says "How Bees Are." That's something that's on our website and our Etsy store, I believe. Something that we want to do is get stuff that we've got that you guys might like, put it up for you to purchase, and like I said, we'll add a lot more as we go. I also want to point out that even though it's February, Valentine's Day is coming up. We don't really care about Valentine's Day. We have already shifted our focus as far as apparel goes to St. Patrick's Day. So we've got two really, really awesome shirts up right now that Brian drew, finished up last week, that are available on our website. You can check those out. We're also going to be adding some more stuff here in the next week or two, but those are the big ones So, go on there, check those out, get it ordered before early. Order early.
Never know what stock's gonna be like, right?
No, and get ready for St. Patrick's Day. So
and then I've got one of those Bella canvas shirts on these talking available, but they're on one of those ships out in the Pacific Ocean or someplace else that can't get on a container to get on a ship and get into.
Yeah,
That says something for the product.
Yep. So with that, we'll go ahead and close Wednesday. Make sure you follow us, which is our online stuff. That's all our special. Send us on all that stuff. Our main socials, though, there. Until Wednesday. That's it.